Mr. Men and Little Miss are back in Happy Meal and they're off on a road trip. Your little one can go somewhere exciting with Little Miss Brave, laugh all the way there with Mr. Tickle, or make up an adventure all of their own. On this road trip, anything's possible. Some fun, some food, it's all inside this Happy Meal. Until the 8th of June from 11 a.m. Includes one pre-selected book or toy while stocks last, subject to availability.
You are listening to Comedy Club for Kids presents Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense.
Hello and welcome to Radio Nonsense, the official Comedy Club for Kids podcast that's suitable for all ages from... to... and everything in between. I'm Tiernan, and this week, listeners, I have big news. Isn't that right, Linda? Some big news, Linda. Linda? Linda? Where is Linda? Linda! Let me read you this message from the mailbag of doom. No, I'm sorry, listeners. It's actually just the mailbag of doom. No, it's actually just the mailbag, though. This was sent in on Apple Podcasts by Funny Guy 114 in the US. So the 114th funny guy out there. There are a lot of funny guys, right? So to be as high up as 114th means funny guy must be pretty funny, like originally funny. Wow. Well, they say, fairly funny. I'm 10 and I find it sort of funny. I don't know if this is scripted, but if it is, you need to write funnier jokes. They were kind of funny, but I wasn't really laughing out loud. I get that it's kind of hard to write funny jokes. I'm a kid comedian myself. But when you're writing, make sure that you're telling funny jokes and over-dramatic stories. Thanks, Funny Guy 114, but scripted? What does that mean? And as you are a kid comedian, I think it is very important to take your advice, and I will make sure I'm telling funny jokes, like, wait, I've got one. What do you call it if you add flapping about a light bulb to eating your jumper? That's right, a moth equation. No? Is that not good? Okay, how about, why shouldn't you make a belt out of your lunch? Because it's a food waste. No? Yeah, you're right. It is quite hard to write funny jokes. Okay, well, if that's tough, over-dramatic stories must be easier to do, right? And I'm pretty sure I can do that. Or can I? Is that dramatic enough? Maybe I need to make some dramatic things happen to then put that sound behind it. So how about if I open this big book of drama? And it says on it, do not open unless you want to cause extreme drama. I don't care, listeners. I'm going to do it. I've opened it and it's just a book. But what's that inside? Dust is full of dust, which I'm highly allergic to. But it's okay. I have my dust-proof suit on, which has holes in it. Otherwise, I can't breathe, so it has to have holes for me to breathe. But the holes are on fire! They're not. They're not on fire. And I'm not allergic to dust. I think maybe I just have to find a more dramatic place to record this show. A place that has drama around it. But before I think about that, if you want to send in a comment, message, joke, or question that needs to be answered, please get your nearest beetle-headed rascals, sorry, I mean grown-ups, to help you email me at podcast@comedyclub4kids.co.uk. And you can also leave a review on Apple Podcasts or the Spotify Q&A too. Will I find a more dramatic location to do this week's episode in? Will this episode get any more dramatic? Stay tuned while you listen to this most importantest bit. Oh yes, listeners, right here on Radio Nonsense, it's the amazing Kate Hammer, who is globally renowned for being the first person ever to communicate with aliens and tell them next time they should just send an email. Kate, it is so nice to have you on the show. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, I feel like you seem very busy. I mean, mostly it seems just telling extraterrestrials, incredible species, mythical animals, just to stop bothering you and go away. And I'm really pleased you had time to come on this show and actually talk to us.
Yeah, I'm trying not to make that whole alien thing my whole deal, because
Right.
I'm actually a really interesting person outside of being contacted by aliens.
Right.
I'd rather just get it out of the way. So let's talk about it, and then we can get into my other hobbies, of which there are many.
I mean, but it's what strikes me about you, Kate, is that, you know, lots of people, were they contact aliens, that would be their whole thing. That would be what they tell everyone about all the time, over dinner, at Christmas, they bring it up. And you seem very annoyed that you were the person that they bothered.
I wish it wasn't me. I
Right.
would give this, I mean, people call it a gift. I call it a curse. I wish, because people don't tell you, aliens' voices, really annoying.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Is it really high pitch, low pitch? What makes you? Oh no!
It's like that. It's like
Oh,
that. But I can understand it. But I still hear the like. And then occasionally, like, they do have punctuation. So an exclamation mark is, "Wako!"
Oh wow!
Yeah.
That's. I mean, so sometimes it sounds like an annoying younger sibling, and sometimes it sounds like a surprise chicken.
A surprise chicken, a question mark. Why don't you take a guess at this one?
Is it like a low, like a? Is it like a honk or like a?
No.
No, it's not. No,
That's
okay.
so wrong.
Oh, was it? All right.
That's great.
sorry.
Again,
I'm so
just
sorry.
no one else can
Yeah.
understand the aliens except me. A question mark is, uh-huh.
Oh, that's. Yeah, do you know, it's funny because you're right. I'm not experienced at all. I've sadly never had aliens. So I say sadly, maybe now talking to you, maybe it's a good thing aliens have never contacted me. But I would never have thought it to be that noise. That is a really irritating noise.
And some of them are strangely human. It's almost like they're making fun of us.
It's not like, the thing is we've all, as I say, I'm speaking for everyone on the planet. You know, there's a general like, when's it going to happen? Are there other creatures out there? And then it's so disappointing to hear they seem really irritating, really annoying.
Look, at first, I will admit it was really cool. I was like, what? I'm hearing something in my head. There's aliens. They show up. We hang out. They're really chill at first. They're about 7 feet tall. And none of them are smaller. They're all the exact same height. They're
Right.
purple. And they have 5 limbs. Really cool guys at first.
Okay.
But then, they leave and then they come back the next day, which I think we all know for guests, you want to leave, the heart grows fonder when you are.
Yes.
There's a saying that I think the heart grows fonder when you are away. That's
Yeah,
the
that sounds
saying,
about right. I'm sure that is. The heart grows fonder when people leave you alone, when they go
Or when
away.
when you
When
give
you're
them
far
time.
away. Yeah, it's you've got to be careful because there's a phrase called the heart grows fondue, which is when you have too much cheese, and that's a different phrase.
Yes.
And I think that's very difficult. I think if you have too much cheese, the heart grows fondue. But it grows fonder when people leave you alone. Yeah.
And of course, there's the other one that if you dance too much, the heart grows fonda, like Jane Fonda.
Oh, like Jane Fonda. Yes, and do exercise videos and things. And it goes.
Yes.
But that's quite good for you. That's better than your heart turning to cheese, I think.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
What if your heart turned to cheese? What cheese would it be?
Oh, that's a good point, because you don't want a holy cheese, because that doesn't sound very good for your, like all the arteries and things. It wouldn't really work in your body. So you wouldn't want like an Emmental. You need it to be like a stodgy cheddar or something, wouldn't you?
A stodgy cheddar. I love cheddar. I would say maybe a brie would also work, or a camembert, a Munster.
Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yes.
And then you could also say you got a monster in your heart, which would confuse people, and they'd be a bit scared, and then they'd leave you alone, and then your heart would grow really fond of them.
Fonda.
Well, if you're doing an exercise video about them when they're not there.
See, this is the one, the many hobbies I have. One of them is cheese. And I'm so glad we got to talk about this and not just the aliens.
Yeah. You know, well, it's tricky, isn't it? Because you hear something about someone, and then that's how you think, well, we've got to talk about that. But actually, you must be sick of it. That is all people talk to you about all the time.
They're coming every day. They're trying to say something to me. And it's not important. I have every president, prime minister from around the world contacting me. Can you say this to the aliens? Can you say that? And the aliens, they just want to talk about... they love Jane Fonda. That's why I brought her up.
Sure. Uh-huh. Yeah,
she's an
sense.
exercise icon.
Yeah,
I believe.
It's very popular. All our listeners do, of all ages. They all know Jane Fonda. Everyone knows.
We
her.
all know Jane Fonda.
Yeah.
She's 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
No taller, no shorter.
Yeah.
Her whole life. And I think that's why they like her so much. But they're just asking. They're just kind of weird guys. They want to meet. They wanted to meet my family. It was kind of like dating someone, to be honest.
Wow, and then see, now this is what must be so annoying. You've got them coming around every day asking you questions. You've then got all the presidents, prime ministers, you must just think, when do you ever get some time to yourself, to chill, to sleep, to sit and watch TV, to eat cheese?
That's it. Thank you. I finally feel seen. It's too much. It's too much aliens.
Yeah.
And this is why I want to say, guys, I'll give you an email account. Just email me and we can talk about some stuff. I can, Mr. Prime Minister says this. Could you not destroy the earth? That can be an email. We do too many in-person meetings that can just be emails these days.
That's right. Send an emoji. It doesn't need just a thumbs up. It doesn't need to be I mean, have you thought about introducing them to someone, a bit like if you're at a party and you're talking to someone and they're really boring, and then you go, oh, hey, have you met this person? And you introduce them to someone else, and then you run away, and then that person has to talk to the boring person. Have you thought about that, like with the aliens?
Well, the thing is that I seem to be the only one who can understand them. I think that's where the issue, because if you'd be interested, I'd love to introduce you to these aliens. They call themselves the...
Yeah, I mean, the thing is I was interested, and now after talking to you, you've put me, like, your mistake was telling me how, if you'd sold the aliens to me, if you told me how great they were, I'd have fallen for it. I'd have totally hung out with them and saved you. But now you've already told me how boring and annoying they are. I don't want to hang out with these aliens at all.
So I should lie. You're telling me I should lie?
Yes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because I think lies are useful. Like, and I'm sure lots of our listeners would be told all the time, like, oh, you shouldn't lie. But sometimes you just got to lie, right? Just a bit. Get rid of aliens.
To get rid of... Well, this is the thing. I think I feel an immense responsibility on my shoulders, because at the same time that they're bugging me, it's too much aliens. I also know how important it is that there is a communication with the aliens, and if I were to shut it completely off, then we might get ourselves into some trouble, because aliens, my gosh, they are some chatty Cathys. Yeah,
wow, that's this is tricky, isn't it? Because you got to be responsible, but also you don't want to be annoyed. Can you get like, I'm trying to think of what, like, people in businesses, and I know about businesses because I've seen them on the TV or on the bus or whatever, and I think people in businesses, they always have like someone on the phone, like a receptionist or a PA who deals with the call. So like, if you're like, I want to speak to the boss, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, he's not in right now. You need like someone like that who can
I
be
need an
your
assistant.
PA. Yeah, your assistant to field your calls, and they can always say you're not in when you're in.
Are you applying for the job?
Well, hang on. Do I have to be able to understand the aliens to be your PA?
No,
No.
I
Okay.
think I just need someone you're so right. I can't believe I haven't thought of this solution. I need someone just to help me deal with the text messages. Keir Starmer, again, he's a big texter, won't stop texting me.
Yeah,
I need
that
someone
doesn't
else to
surprise me.
field all of these messages and then just bring to me the most important ones. Do you mind if I interview you?
Yeah, go for it. No, I'm ready. Do I need to? I haven't really dressed up for an interview or anything.
That's okay. I think the bathing suit that you're wearing is perfect.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Thank you. Because that is what I just, when we're doing, these radio nonsense chats, I like to be very comfortable and also ready to immediately swim in case I suddenly fall into the sea, which can happen.
Are you right by the sea?
No, but you just never know, do you? Sometimes it sneaks up on people.
The sea does sneak up on people.
That. You've got to be ready. So
bodies of water. What's a big cup of water versus a small lake? You never know.
That's a really good point, and because they say we've got to drink a certain amount of water every day, and it's like, well, how we're close to being lakes, right?
Ideally, yes.
Yeah. So
we are an island and we are a lake. Okay, so for this interview, thank you so much for applying to the job.
Great. I'm very
excited. Can you start with your name? We'll start with basics.
Tiernan, that's my name. Yep.
Great. And why?
Because it's not Susan.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. And age? I'm not sure. I'm not allowed to ask that, am I?
Are you not allowed to ask age anymore?
You've said old, so I'll write that down.
Okay. I am not 64. Does that
not
work?
64. That's perfect. And do you know what? I won't hold that against you.
Thank you very much.
You're not 64.
Yeah.
Because obviously 64 would be our ideal candidate for this position.
Of course, I know.
Of my assistant. And what's your greatest strength?
That's a really good question. What is my greatest strength? I've got to think about that. I can eat a lot of crisps. Is that a good strength?
That's a great strength.
Oh, good. I can eat loads, absolutely loads. Yeah.
Like any flavors?
Yeah, I've got preferences, obviously.
Please tell me. Top three?
Salt and vinegar's pretty great. I love it. Do you know what? I love a tomato ketchup flavor crisp. I know that's controversial. I'm a big fan.
Is it controversial?
I don't know. I just assume it's not in everyone's top three. Is it?
Okay. I mean, so originally I'm from Canada, and tomato crisps are it's huge there. Everyone has tomato crisps because we call them ketchup crisps.
Yeah.
And it's very like nice and vinegary. So I love a ketchup crisp.
That's good.
And you earned a bonus point.
Oh, I'm doing wow! This is, I think, the best interview I've ever had. I've normally
excellent.
They go wrong by now, so I feel this is quite. This is really good. Yeah.
Your third favorite crisp?
Oh, that's tricky. Oh, I like. Well, it's a bit too close to tomato, isn't it? I like paprika crisps. But I also like, do you know what? I like a really good just salted crisp, like a solid crisp, and it's just plain salted. And it's just like, here's the potato, and it's good.
Yes.
Crunch. And it's got that crunch, like the crunch.
Yeah. And I like that they're called ready salted, because they're not only salted, they're ready to go.
They are ready, yeah.
Ready,
well,
perfect.
have you experienced in the UK, and I don't know if this is around the rest of the world, actually, but it's a very UK thing. Have you experienced salt and shake crisps?
No.
These are crisps, but in the crisps, there's the potatoes. They've got no salt, and you're thinking, where's the salt? And hidden within the packet is a little blue or white sachet, and it's full of salt. And you put the salt on yourself, and then you shake the bag, and then you've salted and shaken your own crisps exactly how you like them. It's big.
Wow.
It's a big deal.
Where do you get this?
In the shops. Just the shops. You've heard, they're like you.
Well,
you
this is
place-
another reason that I need an assistant because I don't go to the
Yeah.
shops. I need someone to go to the shops for me and get
Yeah,
crisps
well, I can
salt
do
myself.
that. I go to the shops and I get crisps, so I can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the biggest shop you've been in?
Oh wow, that's pretty big. That's good. I've been in some pretty big shops. I've been in like a big like a big DIY shop, and they've got like they're so big, so they've got like sheds in. So they've got little places, they've got little houses inside the shop, so it's a big shop, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Multiple sized houses. Okay,
Yeah,
that's great. And
yeah.
that didn't scare you at all?
Yeah, no, it terrified me. I left straight away. It was awful.
Okay. What kind of shops are you comfortable in?
Ones with sofas.
Sofas.
And I can sit on them, and then I'm really comfortable.
Okay. Now, Tiernan, I have a difficult question coming up, but I'm
Okay,
going to
that's
need this
fine.
in my assistant. What's your biggest weakness?
No. What's my biggest weakness?
Yeah. Or if you want a different way of phrasing it, your greatest flaw.
My greatest flaw? The one I'm standing on. Is that the best flaw? Otherwise, you fall and then you're in the sea.
Is that okay? And did you make that floor yourself?
I did, yes, I did. Yeah, it's awful. I'm really bad at making floors. It's definitely up there. Kate? I do have to ask because these are brilliant questions. How long? What? Was that the last question? Was that the one that?
I was gonna ask you if you liked my hair, but other than that, yes.
Well, of course. I think it's incredible, and the way you've got all the different gold and silver bits coming out the top, and
Thank you.
The bit that's in swirls, and there's a bit that looks like is that a bird on it?
It is a live bird,
Yeah,
and
that's
my hair acts as a cage. Yeah.
It's really impressive. No, well, of
Thank
course,
you.
I couldn't not like it. Well, thank you. I hope. When do I hear about the interview? Is it in weeks to come, or?
Well, you're the only applicant so far.
Right,
So I think you have
okay.
a really good chance because, again, I'm getting another alien message right now. And he's asking if I can get him some of those salt yourself crisps.
Right,
So
sure.
that's,
Can I reply? If I could just reply and say,
yeah.
I'm afraid Kate is not here right now. She's very busy doing a podcast in which she'll
Wow.
need to answer some very important questions. Thanks.
Let me just send that back. Done. Thank you
Wow,
so
that was
much. That's
good.
great. That was already really
That was-
helpful.
well, no, that was.
Yeah.
It's just impressive watching you translate it in real time. It's really. It's really good. Well, listen, Kate, I am very excited about the interview. I really appreciate having the opportunity. I'm going to sit tight and wait to hear the results.
Yeah.
While I do that, I have to ask you some questions because we have got some legally binding questions for this podcast some admin questions that I have to put your way. How do you feel about some admin?
Well, I'm pretty tired with the alien admin, so I'm
Yeah.
actually really excited to have some human admin.
Well, if I get this job as your assistant, this might be the last admin you do because I'll have to do it.
I'm levitating. With excitement.
Okay, well then consider this your penultimate and maybe final ever admin question before I have to do it, or whoever else obviously applies and is successful. I hope it's me. So the first one of these is very simply, Kate, that this podcast, as you probably know, has listeners of all ages, every age you can imagine, Middle Ages, prehistoric ages, Bronze Ages, or 7 and 107, like all possible ages. And
Yeah.
I just need to check if there are any rude words you won't be saying.
Mr. and Little Miss are back in Happy Meal and they're off on a road trip. Your little one can go somewhere exciting with Little Miss Brave, laugh all the way there with Mr. Tickle, or make up an adventure all of their own. On this road trip, anything's possible. Some fun, some food, it's all inside this Happy Meal. Until the 8th of June from 11 a.m. Includes one pre-selected book or toy while stocks last, subject to availability.
So that we can keep this show entirely family friendly.
Yes, don't worry, there's one specific word that I'm not
Okay.
going to say.
Okay, sure. And which word is that?
It's more of a phrase, if that's okay.
Yeah, so it's several words that you won't be saying.
Several words.
Right.
It's chicken stuffed pal.
Chicken stuffed pal.
Yeah. So you call it's either you're so chicken stuffed, or that's
Wow.
my chicken stuffed pal, being like, bah, you know.
Wow. And so, wow, that's quite. It's my chicken stuffed pal. And is that like what? Is that because they've just eaten a lot of chicken, or is that?
That could be one
Yeah.
possible.
Sure.
But
Right.
otherwise it's I think if you can tell someone's lying, as you recently told a lot of people to do.
Yeah, we're just about aliens. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, then you can say that they're chicken stuffed because they're full of feathers, full of
Wow.
lies.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken stuffed pal. What happens if you've? And I'm just throwing this out here. What happens if your friend is like one of those like mascots, like you get at sports games or at charity events, and the mascot is just like 400 chickens inside a suit, and then they're chicken stuffed.
Whoa. So is the suit also of a chicken?
I mean, it might also. So it's a giant chicken stuffed with chickens. And the chickens are walking around like they're a person in the suit.
Then
they're
that would
chicken
just
stuffed. Yeah.
be accurate, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
That's a
I
chicken
like it.
stuffed chicken.
A chicken stuffed chicken. Wow. And then if that chicken got with other chickens inside a
Yeah.
giant robot suit.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I can see why you're not saying it on the show because it's a really sensitive subject, and I think it's something that a lot of people probably have quite a lot of views about chicken stuffed pals. And
Chickens don't love it. Chickens don't love the association of being, liars. But
Yeah.
I think lying is a bit of a harsh word. I'd say fibs. If someone's
Fibs,
just
yeah.
fibbing, if they're exaggerating, you're chicken stuffed.
It's the whole thing is unfair, isn't it? Because people say someone's a chicken if they're cowardly, but I never see chickens being cowardly. They're pretty. They cross the road.
Yeah.
They do all sorts of stuff. They kind of walk into all sorts of things without really caring. They're pretty brave.
They're actually very brave when you consider how many times they've walked across the road despite major inconveniences.
Yeah, exactly.
Nearly almost getting hit almost every time.
I feel it's unfair to those guys. Well, look, I appreciate you not saying chicken stuffed pal, and I certainly wouldn't say chicken stuffed pal on this, even if the person I was talking to was indeed stuffed with chickens. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't say it at all. So.
Or if they were, saying some fibs.
Exactly.
Chicken stuffed
Yeah.
pal,
Well,
yeah.
exactly. If they're saying some fibs, unless those fibs are about aliens, in which case we all know, absolutely fine.
Then that's okay.
Fine. Yes. Thank you, Kate. Thank you for taking that question very seriously and keeping this podcast very safe for everyone. The other question I have to ask you, this may be the final admin question you ever have to answer. This is really, this might be hard. Please think about it for as long as you need to. Would you rather, Kate, have a pet zombie or a pet fart?
A pet zombie or a pet fart?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, one eats brains. What does a fart eat? What do I have to feed the fart?
I think it just rots brains.
It
I think
rots
it
brains.
rots noses. Yeah.
Can you smell it all the time?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Well, do you know what? It's funny, isn't it? Because the question doesn't specify. It could be a silent but deadly fart. It could be really smelly, but you barely know it's there. It could be a very loud, but ultimately quite harmless fart.
Yeah.
But then you've got the noise everywhere you go.
Oh, it's a constant fart noise.
It's just like a living fart. I guess you got it on a lead or something. I don't know. I don't really know how it works, the details. I know these are the questions we get sent by the legal department. It just says pet fart. They haven't gone into where the farts come from, what kind of food smells it's comprised of. So,
because I think the fart would be just kind of like a bit of air that's a slightly discolored, maybe green.
Yeah.
And there's some flies. There's some flies flying around it and big stink lines coming up top. But I'm wondering if you could put that in a sort of like a hamster ball, capture it, so and then it could roll around on its own. And that would be quite fun if I didn't have to smell it all the time. But I could smell it sometimes for fun. Or for attacks. Bring it out at parties. I think that would be fun. But a zombie, I mean, that would be very fun, except that they might be trying to eat my brains the whole time.
Yeah, and I think you've got the issue of like when people have dogs and they take their dogs out for a walk and then the dogs like yap at other dogs and attack.
Yes.
Your zombie would constantly be lurching at other people to eat their brains, and you'd have to keep apologizing in the park and all that sort of stuff.
Just because I know I'm prone to looking away for a couple seconds, and then if that zombie ran off, oh my goodness,
Chaos. Yeah, real chaos.
the legal fees, everything
Yeah.
would be a bit
Yeah.
much. So I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think I would absolutely go for a pet fart.
Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. Would you got any ideas of a name for a pet fart?
I want to say Fartzilla,
Oh,
but
that's
maybe
good.
something. I guess I'm Fartzilla for a girl, um, and Fartius.
Oh, that's mighty.
Yeah,
That's mighty.
for
I like
anyone
that.
else.
Fartius. That's very good. I think the problem, and to be fair, you'd have this with the zombie as well as the fart. But you know, like when people go on holiday, they have a dog sitter or they get a cat sitter. To have a fart sitter would be a really hard job, I think. But then have a zombie sitter, I think, would probably be harder. So, you know.
Zombie sitter would be harder. I think farts are pretty self-sufficient.
Yes, they
Once
are.
you
Yeah.
give birth to a fart, that fart's just kind of, it'll stick around, and I think I just wouldn't let it near any of the house plants because
Oh,
I think it
yeah.
might kill them.
Yeah, that's really true, and and any guests or like there's a lot of postmen. I mean, I think a lot of you just need to keep them away. I think probably in a room with no windows and
Yes. Wait, do you know how, sometimes when you get a puppy or have your dog will chew on your shoes? And I think that farts would do the same thing, but they would smell up. They would make your shoes smell like fart and make all your clothes smell like
Yeah.
toots. And so I think you gotta, that's the only thing. You gotta
It's
keep
tricky,
it.
but I mean, I think it's a hard choice. I think you made the right decision. I find zombies quite terrifying. I don't want one around me. And also, not only that, actually, even on a practical level, they're quite slow. And like getting one to like chase a ball or a frisbee would take so long. You'd just be like, come on, I'm bored now. It's time to go home. And so I don't think they'd be particularly fun. I think pet fart would be more fun. And at least you could get it to sneak up behind people and then pretend they farted, and then that's
Yes. It's like
train
your
it,
own personal whoopee cushion.
yes, exactly. It's pretty amazing.
Brilliant.
Pretty amazing. Well, thank you, Kate. Thank you for answering what may be your last admin question you ever have to answer. We'll find out hopefully soon, if I've got the job. But thank you for that. And now I've got this question. I'm so pleased that you could be here and you had time to be here, despite the aliens annoying you. Because this question is big, and I think I really need your help with it. I'm going to read it all out to you because there's a lot here, and then I'll break it down once we've gone through it once. Okay, so. This question is, they say, "Hi, I'm Eleanor. I am 157-396-749-739-178-356-720-730-479 flying banana bread loaves old." So I don't know if you know how many.
Wow.
Do you know
That's quite
the-
young. That's quite
Yes,
young.
yes. Oh, you do know the flying banana bread loaves to human
Yes.
age scale. Yes, no, very young, very young. I think possibly only two,
Yeah.
maybe 2 years old. Yeah. So Eleanor says, "I have a question. If soap falls on the floor, is the floor clean or is the soap dirty?" Bye. Happy birthday, Stephen. I don't know who Stephen is, but I also would like to wish them a happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Stephen.
Wow.
Excellent.
That was lovely. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, this is an excellent question. Oh my goodness. If a soap falls on the floor, is the floor clean or the soap dirty?
Yeah. Yeah.
The tough thing is, soap needs to be wet. And I think that's my only question about this question is if soap is dry, then I think then a little bit of soap would be left on the floor, but it wouldn't be clean. But then
Yes.
soap would not be dirty.
It
Because-
doesn't depend on what because it's on the floor as well. Because you might have a really clean floor, but then you
Yes.
might have a really dirty floor, or you might have like my floor, which I've made really badly out of cardboard boxes and to stop me falling into the sea. You know,
Or you might have alien floor made of lava.
and then you've not got a soap, right? Because your soap's gone.
Your soap is gone.
Soap has gone. Wow. Yeah.
I think ultimately the floor is slightly cleaner. And the
Wow.
world is a little bit better.
That's nice, isn't it?
It is.
My question as well would be, what if your floor was dirty and you wanted to clean it, but you didn't want to get your soap dirty? What do you use?
Can we shred the soap?
Like, what would you use? It like a cheese grater?
Cheese grater. Perhaps a mandolin.
Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah, so it's kind of slice,
You'd have
cross
to be-
section the
yeah.
soap, and then you're layering it on your floor like you're decorating like a big pizza
That would be great.
with little pepperoni slices of
You
soap.
put pepperoni, some olives, mushroom. I don't know what you go for on your pizzas. Olives,
Yeah,
mushrooms, some
everything.
jalapenos. Yeah, everything. Yeah.
Pineapple?
Do you know? I know it's controversial, but I can do a bit of pineapple, right? I can do it.
Yes.
And if you're putting it on the floor anyway, and then you got to eat off the floor. No, this is hard, isn't it? Is that okay to eat off the floor?
Well, I think that's the, what is clean and what is dirty. And you've just done it. I think that's the test of how clean something is would you eat off of it?
Yeah.
And I think even if I dropped some soap on the floor and washed it up, I probably wouldn't want to eat off my floor.
Yeah, there's some people that believe in the some people believe in the 10-second rule. Some people believe in the 5-second rule. Either way, I'd say that's not enough time to eat a whole floor pizza, because that's really hard to eat that quickly. And some people say that you just shouldn't eat food on the floor because it's disgusting.
Some people.
Some people, yeah. I don't want to point fingers or name names. I'm just saying,
Mom.
Yeah.
Tiernan, I've just received incredible news.
Oh, yeah.
You're hired.
Wow! Oh, okay, this is the best news. This is
Yes.
incredible, amazing. Thank you.
I sent it off while we were chatting. I sent a little message to my alien friends to check with them if you'd be a good candidate. They've just gotten back to me. They're so happy to have you as my assistant. They want to talk to you and start sending you all their messages.
That's wonderful. And how do I start? What's my first day on the job going to involve?
Well, we'll get you inducted. I'll get you an email.
Great.
We didn't talk about payment.
Oh no, we didn't. No, we didn't. Well, if I suppose it comes back to the soap question. Have we answered the soap question? Because if we have, I'll take that as payment. And if we haven't, if we can give Eleanor a definitive answer, then I'll accept that as my salary.
The answer is that. Can we say neither?
Yeah, we could. Yeah, I mean, also, is there an answer? It's a complicated question. And I think, part of me also wonders, should Eleanor maybe get a better soap holder? Like, because why are you, or if you get those hand soap in the bottles, it's much easier to not get it on the floor.
This is an extremely philosophical question, and I applaud Eleanor. I was ecstatic to hear it. But I think at the end of the day, hold your soap more carefully.
Yes.
And then you don't have to worry about any of this happening. And contrary to popular belief, if you don't want to hold soap tight, or that'll make it slip out of your hand easier. You want to have a loose pocket grip on a soap.
That's a good idea. I think also, I don't know if you'd agree with this, you could get a floor made of soap, and then
Oh my gosh.
and then just when you need to wash your hands or face, you just rub your face on the floor, and then it's dirty and clean at the same time.
What if you had your floor, and then about 2 feet above that, you have a second floor that's kind of made of like a rope material. And so everything that you drop falls through your rope onto the second floor.
Wow.
And you can just kind of, you can vacuum that up, or just, it's one of those tear away things. They can just, and then underneath is a new clean floor. Every
That's
week you can just
fantastic.
rip away and replace your underfloor.
Now I think that is a definitive answer, because I think
Right.
Eleanor needs to do some serious home decorations, some home renovations. I'm sure
Yes.
her grown-ups or whoever she lives with won't mind if she just tears out the existing bathroom and replaces it with a double-floored soap rope combination.
Double floors, because you're not utilizing your space enough
Yes.
if you only have one floor.
Yeah. That's really wise words. See, Kate, that's why I asked you on the show. Look, in return, thank you for answering that. In return, I will happily, I'll send it by email. I'm looking forward to, if my job is to mainly keep the aliens away from you, am I okay to just put up an out of office auto reply on my email telling the aliens to leave you alone at all times, and then I don't need to come in either?
Well, I think that's the way to go about it. And look, if something happens in the international politics where we're to blame because we didn't pass on a message to or from the aliens, I think we have to, in the words of Elsa, let it go.
That's good. Wow, the wise Elsa. Well, thank you. That's fantastic. Thank you, Kate. Thank you so much for your time. And listen, I've got to ask, obviously, because now you won't be bothered by aliens so much once I take over and don't really do very much for you. What are you up to in the next 12, 13, 14, 15 years? You got anything coming up?
I think I'm going to start knitting with old fishing rope. And
Yes.
I'm going to start I'm going to start making second floors.
This is
I'm
fantastic.
going to knit
Well,
some second floors.
I am so excited for your second floor industry to take. I was going to say to take off or to get off the ground, because it will literally get off. It'll be a second floor. So it will. Yeah, it will.
It's already off the
Get
ground.
off the ground. Well, very, very good luck with that, Kate. And thank you so much for your time and for your answers. And hey, and for the job opportunity.
You're so welcome. Oh, included in the job is one annual trip to the aliens planet, which is, of course, called Glarbachart.
Glarbachart. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, it's the whole thing. Glarbachart.
Oh, Glarbachart. Yeah.
It sounds like you're stuttering, but it's actually
It
extremely
does, yeah.
purposeful.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
And it's 1 million degrees there year round, and there's
lovely.
no oxygen. But it honestly, other than that, very relaxful place to go.
I can't wait. I really need a holiday. So that
Good.
sounds perfect for me. Thank you so much, Kate.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much to Kate Hammer for having time to answer Eleanor's question in between all the communicating with aliens that they have to do. Eleanor, I do hope you liked your answer, but if not, why not write any complaints you have on the floor in soap, and then everyone will be so busy trying to work out if the floor's now clean or the soap is now dirty, while also not slipping and sliding everywhere, that really I'll just never have to read them. If you have a question you need to have answered, please get your nearest beetle-headed rascals, sorry, I mean grown-ups, to help you email me at podcast@comedyclub4kids.co.uk. And you can also leave a review on Apple Podcasts or the Spotify Q&A too. Please also check out comedyclubforkids.co.uk to find out when our live shows are near you, featuring loads of the experts you hear on this show, and sometimes me too. And as you can hear, listeners, I've come to the top of this mountain where... Actually, nothing's really happening. Mountains are quite chill. I thought being here would make this podcast very exciting and full of drama because of this huge dramatic backdrop of mountains, but it's actually quite boring and a bit cold. I did bring this big book of drama though, and it says to make truly dramatic moments you have to create suspense, which you can do with cliffhangers. Cliffhangers. So I've got to hang off this cliff edge, but it's really high. I guess if it's for the show though. Okay, I don't like this at all. Will I be able to hold on until next week's episode? You'll have to wait to find out. Bye! Did that work? Phew, I can climb back up and then... Oh no, an avalanche!
You have been listening to Comedy Club for Kids presents. Radio nonsense, radio nonsense, radio nonsense, radio nonsense, radio nonsense. nonsense. It's the end.
Mr. and Little Miss are back in Happy Meal and they're off on a road trip. Your little one can go somewhere exciting with Little Miss Brave, laugh all the way there with Mr. Tickle, or make up an adventure all of their own. On this road trip, anything's possible. Some fun, some food, it's all inside this Happy Meal. Until the 8th of June from 11 a.m. Includes one pre-selected book or toy while stocks last, subject to availability.